Today I want to share my favorite method for drafting a bra cup. I call it drafting a basic cup pattern based on an existing underwire. I will teach you how to draft a basic cup pattern that fits your bust type and size perfectly. No formulas or calculations, and no standardized average measurements. The entire draft is based solely on your actual body measurements. Then, I will show you how to use this base pattern to create a cup in your desired style. For example, a 3-piece cup. In fact, by applying pattern shaping techniques to this base, you can create an unlimited variety of cup designs. I will teach you how to derive a pattern with a separate cup from a corset or dress pattern. I will demonstrate the techniques for correctly integrating the drafted cup into a corset pattern. When can you use this method? When you work on a custom order. When you need to make cups for a bust with noticeable asymmetry. When you don't fully trust calculation formulas, but you can take accurate body measurements. Why do I love this method? If the measurements are taken carefully, success is almost guaranteed. Every woman's bust shape is unique, so I don't rely on average calculation systems. This method creates a cup pattern that perfectly fits the chosen underwire. So what do we need before taking measurements? The client should wear a bra with a metal underwire. The underwire must be full size, and the bra should have a classic shape, like the one you see on the screen. On the client's body, mark 2 perpendicular lines, a horizontal line at bust level and a vertical line. These lines must cross exactly at the nipple point. You also need an underwire prepared, ideally the same type as in the client's bra. If you don't have the correct underwire at the moment, you can choose it later based on the measurements. In the advanced bustier pattern, for 30 sizes, from our library, the first printable page includes templates of typical underwires. You can use this sheet to select the correct underwire size. Before starting the measurements, I strongly recommend drawing this simple cup diagram. Very soon you will see how helpful it is. Now we can list all the required measurements. I will not explain in detail how to take the basic measurements, because this is already covered in the courses in our library. I will simply highlight each measurement on the diagram. So, let's move on to the list of measurements. These are real measurements taken from the mannequin. I apologize in advance to those who use the imperial system. I record all measurement values in centimeters. It is a bit more accurate and easier for me personally, but this does not change anything. You can use inches in your projects if you prefer. 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters for your reference. Horizontal bust arc equals 22.5 centimeters. Side arc equals 15 centimeters. Front arc equals 7.5 centimeters. Lower arc equals 11.5 centimeters. Upper arc equals 8.5 centimeters. Distance between the ends of the underwire equals 22 centimeters. From the side to the intersection with the vertical line equals 14.5 centimeters. From the intersection with the vertical line to the center equals 7.5 centimeters. From the center upward to the line between the 2 endpoints of the underwire equals 2.5 centimeters. Underwire length equals 26.5 centimeters. From the horizontal line upward equals 3 centimeters. From the horizontal line at the side, downward along the curve equals 13 centimeters. From the horizontal line at the center, down to the bottom, along the curve, equals 10.5 centimeters. Corner position, from the side along the horizontal line, equals 3 centimeters. From the horizontal line upward, equals 10 centimeters. Upper cup edge equals 19 centimeters. Upper cup edge from the corner to the vertical line equals 8.5 centimeters. From the center along the upper curve equals 10.5 centimeters. I would like to emphasize once again that this drafting method is based entirely on actual body measurements. No formulas or fixed values are used. Therefore, the more accurately your measurements are taken, the more precise your pattern will be. On the paper, draw 2 perpendicular lines. Mark their intersection as point 0. From point 0, measure to the left using the side arc measurement. With a radius of 15 centimeters, draw a short arc. Mark the point where it intersects the horizontal line as point 15. From point 0, measure to the right using the front arc measurement. With a radius of 7.5 centimeters, draw a short arc. Mark the point where it intersects the horizontal line as point 7.5. From point 0, measure downward using the lower arc measurement. With a radius of 11.5 centimeters, draw a short arc. Mark the point where it intersects the vertical line as point 11.5. From point 0, measure upward using the upper arc measurement. With a radius of 8.5 centimeters, draw a short arc. Mark the point where it intersects the vertical line as point 8.5. From point 15, draw a short perpendicular line upward. From point 15, measure upward 3 centimeters using the measurement taken from the horizontal line upward. Mark this point as 3. Drafting the lower dart. From point 15, using the measurement taken from the horizontal line at the side downward along the curve, draw a short arc with a radius of 13 centimeters. Mark the intersection with the lower arc as point 13. Connect points 0 and 13 with a straight line. Connect points 15 and 13 with a smooth curve. From point 7.5, using the measurement taken from the horizontal line at the center down to the bottom along the curve, draw a short arc with a radius of 10.5 centimeters. Mark the intersection with the lower arc as point 10.5. Connect points 7.5 and 10.5 with a straight line. Connect points 10.5 and 7.5 with a smooth curve. This completes the lower section of the cup draft with the dart in place. Drafting the upper small dart. From point 0, measure upward using the measurement taken from the center up to the line between the two endpoints of the underwire. With a radius of 2.5 centimeters, draw a short arc. Mark the intersection with the vertical line as point 2.5. From point 3, measure to the right using the measurement taken from the side to the intersection with the vertical line. With a radius of 14.5 centimeters, draw a short arc. Mark the intersection with the arc drawn from point 2.5 as point 14.5. Connect point 14.5 to point 0 with a straight line. This forms the left side of the small upper dart. From point 7.5, measure to the left using the measurement taken from the intersection with the vertical line to the center. With a radius of 7.5 centimeters, draw a short arc. Mark the intersection with the arc drawn from point 2.5 as point 7.5. Connect point 7.5 to point 0 with a straight line. This forms the right side of the small upper dart. This gives us both sides of the upper small dart. Drafting the strap corner. From point 15, measure 3 centimeters to the right along the horizontal line using the corner position measurement taken from the side. Mark this point as 3. From this point 3, draw a perpendicular line upward. On this line, measure 10 centimeters using the corner position measurement taken upward from the horizontal line. Mark this point as 10. Connect points 3 and 10 with a smooth curve. This defines the armhole line and establishes the top point of the strap corner. Drafting the upper cup. Edge with a dart. From point 10, measure to the right using the measurement for the upper cup edge from the corner to the vertical line. With a radius of 8.5 centimeters, draw an arc. Mark the intersection with the arc drawn through point 8.5 as point 8.5. Connect points 10, 8.5, and 14.5 with straight lines. During shaping, the line from 10 to 8.5 can be smoothed into a gentle curve. From point 7.5, measure to the left using the measurement taken from the center along the upper curve. With a radius of 10.5 centimeters, draw an arc. Mark the intersection with the arc, drawn through point 8.5 as point 10.5. Connect points 10.5, 7.5, and 7.5 with straight lines. When shaping the pattern, The line from 10.5 to 7.5 can be smoothed into a gentle curve. This completes the upper edge of the cup draft. We have now created a basic cup draft that serves as the foundation for a wide range of designs. Using pattern shaping techniques, you can develop virtually any style from this base. It is best to carry out the pattern shaping at this stage, while the dart lines are still unshaped. This makes it easier to adjust the form and distribute the volume. Now I will show one of the simplest shaping methods. Based on the basic draft, we will develop a cup pattern consisting of an upper panel and 2 lower sections. Move the sections to bring lines 8.5 to 14.5 and 10.5 to 7.5 together. In other words, close the upper large dart. Draw a style line to divide the pattern into the upper and lower sections. Cut along the dashed line to create 3 separate pieces. Close the small dart on the lower sections. Draw the style line and cut along it. Draw a line as shown in the diagram and trim off the dart tips. Transfer the left side of the dart tip to the left cup panel. On the right side, 3 separate pieces remain. Arrange them in the following order: piece 2 on the left, piece 1 in the center, piece 3 on the right. Smooth the edges into gentle curves. True the lines to remove any irregularities. Add seam allowances. Mark notches and balance points. The cup pattern is complete. Dart rounding. The shape of the female bust can generally be categorized into 3 main types: V-shaped, U-shaped, and omega-shaped. I will not focus on exact measurements here. I will give you a general overview. For a V-shaped bust, the cup should have a defined pointed apex. There is no flat platform at the center of the bust, and the darts are rounded only slightly. The U-shape is the standard and most versatile form. To draft this type of cup, we create a small flat area at the highest point of the bust. Then we blend the dart lines into smooth curves. The omega shape is typical for a full rounded bust. Often the breast diameter is larger than its base. This shape requires a larger central flat area. The dart lines are rounded more strongly. It is important to consider the bust shape if you are making a bra for everyday wear. For corsets, we usually draft the standard U-shaped cup by default. How to integrate the drafted cup into the corset body. Let's say we need to combine a corset pattern with 2 princess seams and the drafted cup pattern. Take a standard corset pattern with 2 princess seams. Adjust it to your client's measurements. Cut it out, trimming off the seam allowances along the princess seams. Slide the pattern pieces along the bust line until the underbust points meet. Choose the correct underwire for the cup. Mark the lowest point on the underwire. Position it relative to the bust line, exactly as it was during drafting. 3 centimeters above the bust line at the side, 13 centimeters to the left from the reference point, and 10.5 centimeters to the right. Transfer the underwire onto the pattern, sliding it along the bust line. Leave space at the center front for the bridge. Trace the underwire. The lowest point of the underwire becomes the new princess seam position on the corset body. Cut out the opening for inserting the cup. From that point, draw the new princess seam lines. Remove width from one panel and add it to the other. The new line should be parallel to the original seam line. Draw the seam allowances. Using the cup after shaping, you can develop a pattern for a corset or a dress with a separate cup. If you want to learn more about couture corsetry, pattern making, and dress construction, visit us at www.dressmaking.academy. To download a ready-to-use bustier corset pattern for free, follow the link in the description or in the pinned comment. Enjoy and see you soon!